Libra gang gang, Libra gang gang. Hey, Libra gang gang, Libra gang gang. Hey, Libra gang gang, Libra gang gang. What's good, my beautiful Libras? Oh, it's 12:12 on the clock just as I'm recording this. You could be seeing 12:12. Okay. That could be very significant. But what's good, my beautiful Libras? I hope you guys are doing okay. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Thank you for the likes, shares, subscribes, comments and things like that. I appreciate it. If any of you would like to book a personal reading, to purchase anything, to make a donation to the channel, or to become a member, all info on how to do so is in the description box below. Sorry about that, guys. Please remember that the energies in the readings can go vice versa, okay? So only take what resonates, okay? Feel free to switch the gender, switch the roles, do what you gotta do, and leave the rest. So, my beautiful Libras, so let's see what the divine has in store for us today. Okay, again, these readings are timeless, so they can resonate at whatever time. But let's just see. Sorry, 1 second. Spectacles. Okay, there we go. There's always like something on my glasses. Like I'll clean them and there's just always something. It's because my hands are greasy. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, Libras. So somebody could be trying to screw with your vision, or something could be quite distorted. You're trying to see something clearly, but it will be cleared up, Libra. Okay, Libra gang gang. So what gods and goddesses do you have at the moment surrounding you to invoke the overall energy? I don't think I could wear these, you know. Sorry, 1 second, Libra. I apologize. But bruh. 1 sec, Libra. My hair is so messy. Okay, hold on. I'm back, Libra. Sorry about that. I had to clean them properly. Thank God. Okay, so my beautiful Libras, let's see. Long, Libra. Okay, we have Asantewa. I am Asantewa. I'm here to help you feel like a natural born leader. Let me empower you. Beautiful energy, Libra. Okay, so the universe, the gods, the goddesses, Asantewa wants you to know that you are a natural born leader. That's what you're here to do, regardless of what anyone thinks, what anyone is saying, what anyone's trying to do to stop you from your path, trying to destroy you. This is what you're here to do. I'm hearing that like you're setting an example for people, or there's a lot of people that look up to you. A lot of people admire your strength and your courage, and your tenacity, your resilience, your bravery. Okay, I feel like this is something that you need to admire about yourself. Okay, so you're here to lead the way, whatever way that be. Okay, so beautiful energy, Libra. So for some of you, you could be feeling like you're maybe like you're not right for a specific thing or position, or maybe you've been feeling like you want to give up. Okay, but the divine is here to say like, no, continue. Okay, this position, this energy, whatever this is that you have power over, like to lead, you was given that for a reason. Okay, so you're a natural, Libra. You're a natural. Remember that. And then we have Baron Samadi at the bottom of the deck. He reads, I am Baron Samadi. I'm here to help you feel connected to the spirit world. Let me channel your ancestors. So yeah, a lot of you have very powerful connections to the spiritual world. There are ancestors around you that are helping you, are guiding you. They want you to call upon them. They're sorting things out. Okay, so that it's something that you really kind of need to believe and you really need to understand, okay? There could be something that one of your ancestors used to do and they want you to kind of take over. So, you know, like if you have a passed on loved one, for example, they may want to like leave a business to you, or some type of legacy is being passed down onto you energetically, spiritually, okay? Yeah. All right, so my beautiful Libras, what is your spiritual message? So that's from the gods and the goddesses. You are a natural born leader, Libra, whether you realize that or not. So just channel the power and the strength of your ancestors. You could be wondering why you're so strong. Like, you know, maybe you've gone just through a lot, Libra. You don't look like what you've been through, or you always come back, you know, fighting, or just unaffected, unfazed, unbothered. It's a testament to how strong you are. I feel like you've got a lot of strength, especially mentally. A lot of you have got like a lot of mental power. Okay, so that's why you have been given the position to be a leader, because, you know, you can't have a weak person as a leader. People who give into their impulses, give into their desires, you know, are reckless with their behavior, don't think about the consequences when it comes to the things that they do. I feel like you're very disciplined. The full moon energy is still potent right now. It will be potent for the next 3 days. So that could be something that you're kind of, oh, just as I was speaking, we have strength. It kind of just fell, you know, as I was shuffling. But in order for you to have a powerful position, you need to have strength, okay? And you are a natural, meaning that you don't have to manipulate, lie, steal, cheat, or abuse your way or abuse your power or into a certain position. Something has just been given to you, okay? So beautiful energy. And then strength did want to come out, so we'll read that. It says, strength, I lean on you. Make me ready to call on you even in the most confusing situations, large or small. Let me include you. May I lean on your strength, knowing your grace can unravel any dilemma. So yeah, there could be a lot that's very confusing. You just don't understand why something had to happen the way that it happened. I mean, I hate this saying myself, on like hearing it and saying it, and you know, because it's just so cliche, but what doesn't kill you does make you stronger. And you could be thinking like, why? That's why. It's to build strength and character so that you have the ability to be able to delegate, lead. You know, if you've been through a lot of stuff and you've kind of come out on the other side unaffected, that's something that's quite admirable. And so you can teach other people how to tap into their strength. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of things that some of you have gone through, a lot of people wouldn't be able to deal with it, but you're dealing with it beautifully, Libra, okay? Yeah, and we have authenticity at the bottom of the deck. I can be my true self. Change me, divine beloved, into one who has the courage to be my true self. Allow me to honor my sexuality, desires, and needs as sacred expressions of your divine love. So yeah, so there could be someone that's trying to like say something about you, Libra. I made a video the other day. I think it was called My Sexy is Sacred. You're Venusian. Do you know what I mean? So you are sexy. You know, you are voluptuous. You are all of those things and more. It's just something that you naturally carry. But it's almost like because you have those attributes, people could be trying to stop you from being in a leader position. Do you know what I mean? Because it's you're a threat. A lot of people that are in power are not very attractive, you know, and kind of scary looking, or you know what I mean? So they're kind of taken a little bit more seriously. I just feel like you've got all of the attributes to make a powerful role model or leader, Libra, and that's what you're here to do, regardless of how anyone thinks, okay? So what is the spiritual message that you actually have? Desires, okay? I offer all my longings to you. Change me, divine beloved, into one who offers all longings to you. Let me feel whole, knowing all true needs will be handled. You are my source for all. Yeah. So there's something that you desire. something that you're calling in, maybe a desired result, a desired outcome, or just a desired lifestyle. But the divine is preparing it for you, okay? So your wants and needs will be met. But I'm hearing you can have everything, but not all at once. So I feel like there's something that you want, but you can't have it right now, and there's a reason for it, okay? So you can have everything that you want, but not all at once. So just let things unfold, okay? And then we have trust. I trust the highest way. Change me, divine beloved, into one who wants what you want for me. Let me trust that my needs will always be met in the highest way when I allow you to guide me. Yeah, so, I mean, we're just repeating ourselves here. So it's just, you just have to trust in the universe and trust that your desires will be fulfilled, okay? That is it, and that is all, Libra, okay? Yes. 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 Okay. Oh, and happy Venus Day. Happy Venus Day. Oh, I was trying to point to the Venus and I fucked up my thing. Happy Venus Day. It's Friday today, isn't it? You know, I really thought that today was Saturday. And I just got really confused about some stuff. But it's Friday. Happy Venus Day. All right, Libras, what's coming towards my beautiful Libras? 1122 as I looked at the clock. You could be seeing 1s and 2s. Okay, 11, 22. That could, someone's birthday could be significant. Beautiful energy, Libra. We have the length check. Progression, reaping what you sow, and development. Yes. So you will reap what you sow, Libra. This could also be what, like, you're telling somebody, or in this leadership position that you have or that you are about to be offered, you could be like, I'm hearing like something about teaching and preaching, but something is developing. There is progression. It could feel like it's slow progression, okay, but something is developing nicely. I'm hearing like a watched pot never boils, which it does, but you know, we're not going to get into the technicalities. But stop looking at something, because when you keep looking at it, it's going to feel like it's taking longer. Okay, something is developing, something is going the way that you want it to go, Libra. Okay, so just trust in the process, okay? But you will reap what you sow. So if you've been a good person, you will have great rewards, you know? Libra. Something is coming. Just keep working on something, Libra. Keep going. Don't stop. Okay, we have the hair crush, love, attraction, and feelings that wanted to come out. And then we have the bubbles, innocence, sweetness, and delight. That came out for you yesterday. So, yes, I'm going to put that back because it came out for you yesterday, but because I saw this one first. But the universe kind of just wants you to know, like, the universe wants you to maintain your innocence, I feel like is what this is saying. Okay? Maintain your Venusian energy, maintain your attraction. There could be somebody around you that has a crush on you, or that you have some type of secret admirer, or you have an energy of attraction right now, so you can kind of draw what you want towards you because you are the Empress. But with the Empress is not the Emperor. Like, the Emperor can go to war, or, you know, because he's Martian ruled. The Empress is a sweet energy. Okay, so it's kind of like it's trying to accept that. Some of you, maybe you need to tap more into like your feminine side and just allow yourself to be on the receiving end of things, okay? Regardless of whether you're a man or woman, doesn't matter, okay? Also, there could be somebody's feelings that are developing for you, okay? But yeah, I feel like the divine is just trying to tell you to maintain your innocence, Libra, okay? Maintain your innocence, because this is why you have been given this leadership position. This is why you have come as far as you have come. And I feel like where you've got to, you've done it on your own. So be proud of yourself, Libra, okay? But we'll pull a different card, because when the same card always comes out in the readings, it's just a bit like, okay. I mean, Chuck, can we read something else, please? And thank you. Libras. Okay. We have the baby hairs. It says inner child, kindness, and imagination. Yeah, so again, something about maintaining your innocence. I feel like somebody wants to do something kind and sweet for you, or you are a kind and sweet person. For some of you, you could work with children as well. Okay. Somebody also could be pregnant here. I'm getting something about the baby developing. Okay, and then here we go with the hair envy. You know when you're just like, maybe I shouldn't have reshuffled. We have the hair envy Libra, which reads jealousy, spite, and cruelty. So that's the surrounding energy. So there are people that have been very spiteful and very cruel to you, Libra. And we spoke about that yesterday. You've been through a lot of betrayals, a lot of deceit. I feel like people have actually kind of hurt you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. The divine wants you to trust that things will be taken care of. Okay, when it comes to this envy, when it comes to this hatred, okay, trust. Take the high road with the highest way. So what it's saying is like, you know, kill people with kindness. Don't be cruel. I feel like for some of you, you have trusted somebody who projected this type of energy towards you. You put your trust into someone and they broke your trust. But there are people that are around you that are jealous, they are envious, they are going to try and spite you in some type of way. It is what it is, okay? There is no rest for the wicked. And remember, the first card that came out was reaping what you sow. So the more that people are spiteful, cruel, and envious towards you, the more negative karma that they are creating for themselves, okay? The more that they're going to get themselves tangled up. The twist underneath that, it says entanglements, a twist and turn of events, and confusion, yes. So again, we saw that word confusion twice. So there is a lot of confusing energy going on, but I don't feel like you need to worry about that, Libra. Your ancestors are around saying like, we'll take care of whatever this jealous and envious energy is. There's always a hater, Libra. There's always somebody trying to destroy you. And you know what? You have to look at things from a positive perspective or angle, which is really difficult, especially if you've been through a difficult situation. But you have to look at it like this. What is it about me that invokes this type of envy and jealousy? Because people are not going to be jealous, they're not going to be envious of you, they're not going to try to destroy you, they're not going to try to like be abusive towards you or any of those things if there wasn't something amazing about you. Okay, just saying, Libra. And the fact that we have the natural born leader that wanted to come out first, that just goes to show. So obviously you have been like, I'm hearing the word ordained. You have been anointed, you have been ordained, you have been chosen to do something. And there is somebody that really just does not want you to kind of receive the desires that you deserve. But I don't know why, Libra, because it seems to me like you're a beautiful person. You are in touch with your inner child. You know what I mean? But somebody here is very powerful. I feel like somebody could be envious of the partnership that you're in, or the partnership that you are able to attract, or the amount that people love and adore and appreciate you. Like somebody hates this, okay? It's like somebody, they have to trick people into liking them, whereas you are your authentic self, Libra, okay? So somebody's jealous of how attractive you are. Oh, well, you know what I mean? There's always going to be spiteful and envious people, Libra. You just invoke this in others, okay? There's qualities about you that people don't have within themselves. And that's what they envy. That's where the envy comes from. You know what I mean? But it's like, rather than trying to learn from Libra, you know, it's like, well, let me attack Libra. Let me do all of these things to Libra. But it's you know, what is that accumulating? Karma, okay? And the beautiful thing about karmic justice is that, you know, when you give things to the higher power, is it comes in ways that you could never imagine, and it's normally not even connected to you. It's because of you, but it's not connected to you, meaning that you don't have to carry the burden and the guilt. Not that you should feel guilty, Libra, if people are attacking you, you know, but it's like the divine took care of that. Great, thank you. You know what I mean? It's not, you're not attached to the outcome of someone else's situation, okay? But yeah, let's see, Libra. Let's get some more gods and goddess energy for my beautiful Libra gang. Libra gang. We have enlightenment that wanted to come out. Beautiful energy, Libra. So you have been through an experience that's helped you to become more enlightened. I feel like you're more at peace. You're in tune more with spiritual energy. Okay. I'm also getting that your spirituality is progressing into like a higher level or a higher frequency, if you will. So you're going to the next stage, Libra. So beautiful energy. What is the hair crush, Libra? What is the hair crush? Who's crushing on my Libras? Oh, and then we have inner peace. Yeah, I literally just said that. I said it at some point that I'm feeling like a sense of peace, but inner peace. Okay? Because you're operating from love. Whether it's self-love, just love in general, you're just looking at things through a loving eye. Okay? Inner peace, darling. Also, I feel like there is a love interest here that is that's going to help you find that inner peace. Okay? This is a beautiful person. It's either you are that beautiful person that brings someone peace, or someone else is coming to bring you peace. Because whatever somebody brings you is what they get in return. If somebody like what there was I think it's another saying, because I love quotes. If you want an angel, you must create a heaven for her. Happy wife equals happy life. Like, people who bring stress and trauma to you, people who are supposed to protect you, supposed to create a peaceful environment for you, allow you to lead, or you know, people who are supposed to serve you as the empress, when they don't do that, whatever comes back to them is a result of whatever they've brought towards you. Do you see what I'm saying? So if someone has say you start a connection with someone, whether it's a friendship, a partnership, or a love, I was gonna say a love ship, or a relationship, if that relationship has begun based on deceit or lies, that's how it will end, if that makes sense. If something starts off with love, it will continue that way. Do you see what I'm trying to say, Libra? But just know that inner peace surrounds you. This is what you are attracting. The love of peace. Okay? So beautiful energy, Libra. And universal connection is at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, you may be seeing a lot of spiders. If you're someone that hates spiders, or you're normally afraid of them, I feel like you're when you see a spider, you're not going to be as scared as you normally are, because that spider could be a spirit animal or a spirit guide, or it could be Spider Woman coming in that form to let you know that you are connected. Spiders represent feminine power, creativity, being woven within the universe, meaning that you are connected to everything by tiny little threads that you can't even see. Okay? So beautiful energy, Libra. You are connected. So just know that because you're connected to everything, if you're not at peace, nothing else is going to be at peace. Do you know what I mean? If you've been wronged, everything is going to be wrong. It's like being connected to nature. Because the Empress is, you know, Libra, but it's also Taurus energy. People like to abuse Mother Nature, and she continues to keep reproducing and keep giving and keep giving. But one day a tsunami comes, forest fires, you know, a volcano explodes. Like, things happen, earthquakes, and there's people that die and things are destroyed. That's Mother Earth saying, listen, like, I told you guys to leave me in peace, and you won't leave me in peace, and this is the consequence. Okay? But you have inner peace, Libra. Or that's what you're trying to focus on, your peace and your love. You know, whether it's love for a particular person, yourself, your home, your family, okay, a partner, an interest, whether it's love for something that you do, that's what you're focusing on. What do I love? What brings me peace? Okay? Beautiful energy. We have the Muse's inspiration that wanted to come out. Yeah, so some of you are very, very talented, and you are very inspiring, so you need to continue with that. And then we have Rebirth that wanted to come out, and it literally fell on top of the hair envy, so I'm going to keep it. Whenever I see this card, I always think about I put it like this, right? And I think that it's basically showing me that it's eating away at someone to kind of see you shine, to see you progress, to be you a leader, to see you being a leader. It's eating away at someone, literally. Her face is there, and then you look on the other side, it's gone, nyam out. So I'm getting Scorpio energy. I'm also getting that you have gone through a transformation, Libra. You have gone through a death and a rebirth. I feel like you have died spiritually to become reborn into something else. So you're wondering, why have I gone through all of these attacks and all of these wrong things that people have done to me? It's so that you can come back stronger. Okay? Just period. So you're going through a rebirth right now. I don't feel like you are the same person that you used to be. I don't feel like you ever will be. I feel like you are going to be unrecognizable to a lot of people, Libra. Okay? Especially the people that hate on you and envy you. They envy the fact that you keep reinventing yourself, that you continue to be reborn, that things don't stop you. You keep going, Libra. So we'll keep that card over there. And then we have harvest. Yeah, literally, she's looking over. Reaping what you sow. You're harvesting. It's harvest time. The fruits of your labor are here, Libra. You've planted those seeds. And now it's time for you to enjoy your rewards, regardless of whether somebody likes it or not. So trust the process. Maybe you're like, when am I going to get my rewards? When am I going to get karmic justice? When? Trust. You'll get it in the right time when it's necessary. And the longer that something takes to come, the greater it's going to be. Whether that's a reward, whether that's karma, good or bad. The longer something takes to happen, the greater it will be. And when I mean greater, I mean like bigger, okay? So don't rush the process. Allow nature to run its course, my beautiful Libras, okay? What energy do we have for my beautiful Libras? Can we just have one card, please? Oh, God. 2 cards, Libra. What's going on, Libra? Okay, so we have the indecisive, classic Libra energy, which I don't really agree with. But we're not going to get into that, Libra. Because in this card, she's so indecisive. She didn't know whether she wanted to wear blue or yellow. So she just put it together and made it work. So I'm getting that that's what you're trying to do. You could be indecisive about something. Or you're trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Or maybe 2 things that don't fit, but you're trying to make it fit. You're going to make it work, Libra. Okay, I'm also hearing, if in doubt, leave it out. So if you're not sure about something, don't act on it yet, because enlightenment needs to come. So I'm getting like the Hangman energy. There's something that you need to look at from a completely different perspective, a perspective that you would not have looked at before, in a way before. Sorry, I can't even get my words out. Is there a Mercury retrograde going on? I've been talking so much, Libra, that I can't talk anymore. Like, okay. But what was I saying? Yeah, you could be indecisive about something. You don't know how you want to move forward with a particular situation. Okay. Wait for enlightenment to come. So if you're not sure, it means that you need to wait for clarification or for clarity. Okay. You could be indecisive about like a business or something like that also. Do both. Okay, it's almost like you're trying to merge something together here, or, you know. But if in doubt, leave it out, meaning like don't make a decision if you're not sure about the decision that you're making. Okay. So there may be something that you need to choose, Libra. It might be a choice, you know. We have the extrovert energy. So put yourself out there. Be colorful when you go outside, okay? I'm hearing something about wearing your creations. If any of you are like designers or artists or anything like that, okay, or you're just creative, make sure that's reflected in the way that you dress, okay? But I'm getting that you need to kind of put yourself out there, because this is how you're going to attract this love. Also, for some of you, you may be getting a lot of compliments when you go out, okay? It was so crazy. Yesterday, I was walking, and I had like an outfit kind of similar to this. It was really colorful. And this lady in the car, it was a white lady, and she was like, you go, girl. And I was like, what? I looked over at her and I was like, who's she talking to? There was no one else around. And she was like, you look good. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. You know what I mean? But it's just because I was just wearing so many different colors. Like every time I wear loads of different colors that don't match, literally like this, I get so many compliments from people. And it's just weird. I'm just like, why are people complimenting me? Like, it's just, don't look at me. But it's bright and sunny outside. I don't feel like you can really get away with wearing dark colors, can you? But I'm getting that you need to be bright and bold and beautiful and brilliant, Libra, okay? Yeah, with the extrovert. You could be someone that hides a lot, or you're always indoors, or you could be a bit of a homebody, or you don't like to mingle with people, which I understand. You know, people cannot be trusted. Know what I mean? But if you keep thinking like that, you're not going to meet the right person or the right type of people. Okay? People are attracted to your light. They're attracted to your colors, your colorful vibrational energy, Libra. Okay, so put yourself out there. And the more that you put yourself out there, the more peace you will generate. Which feels like it doesn't make any sense, but it does. I feel like you being cooped up or staying indoors or like kind of just overthinking things is what disturbs or disrupts your peace. So the universe wants you to put yourself out there and allow yourself to be seen, okay? Because people need to see you. You have a lot to offer. How can you be a leader if you're behind closed doors, Libra? And then we have the fitness fanatic. For some of you, you need to work on your fitness. You may meet somebody at the gym or like at a yoga class or something like that. So I see some of you like, you know, doing things like that. So beautiful energy, Libra. Working on your fitness, on your discipline, on your routines. Okay, beautiful. We have the heroine. So you are a hero within your own story, Libra. Okay? You are a heroine. You are somebody that people look up to, regardless of whether you feel like that or not. So this is why you have gone through a lot of trials and tribulations. It's to tell your story. It's to tell your testimony. It's to be an inspiration for others. Okay? There's so much strength and power within you that a lot of people want to suppress. A lot of people want to weaken. A lot of people want to take away. But the answer is no. Okay? So with the heroine on top of the inspiration and the baby hairs, Libra, your innocence and your purity has not been tainted. Okay, you also could be an inspiration to the youth. So there could be younger people that are looking up to you that you need to kind of teach the ways. Because, you know, we are the new ancestors. Like the younger generation, they're the ones that are going to be like ruling or controlling the world after we kind of perish. So they need to be guided. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. And then, yeah, we have the activist at the bottom of the deck. So, Libra, I feel like you've been fighting for a lot. Okay, you could be an activist of some kind, or maybe you want to join some type of charity. I'm getting, like, something to do with, like, domestic violence as well. Something to do with helping people who have gone through a lot of abuse or domestic violence or something like that, okay? I just heard something about war as well. So maybe you want to fight, you know, to help, you know, I'm getting something about like less love and like no war, like peace, no war. But I see that you're an activist. You've been fighting for a lot, Libra. Social change, social justice. This could be like something to do with the economy. See, a notification that just came up and it says happiness. Okay, so to me, that's confirmation. So you will get your happiness, Libra. You just have to trust. Okay? So yeah, I feel like there's some type of role or position that you're supposed to have with the activist and the natural born leader. Okay? Some of you might want to check out what your personality type is, because it could be, I think when I checked mine, it was like, it was the advocate. So I think my personality is similar to like Nelson Mandela, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, I think. So you can check that. You can see what type of personality you have, and then it will give you a bit more clarity about yourself and about what you're here to do and why you're here. But I feel like you're supposed to speak out about something, Libra. So do that. And you're surrounded by a lot of yellow. So again, that's happiness, that's admiration, that's abundance. That's like that goddess or god glow. Okay, underneath that, we have the pinup girl. So yeah, you're here to look good and fight for things. And then we have the rich bitch underneath that. I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of wealth for something that you do or that you believe in. But I feel like a lot of the times you have to go through something in order to be able to lead people and teach people about it. Okay? So that you understand, like you have first-hand experience. Do you know what I mean? But beautiful energy, Libra. So yeah, there's a rebirth going on that you've had to kind of stand up for, but don't stop fighting, and don't stop believing, don't stop advocating for yourself and for others. Don't stop believing in a cause, okay? I'm getting something about children here as well. I just heard something about fostering, okay? I'm getting something about children, fostering, and something to do with Mother Nature. So I'm getting something about the planet, like going green, or, you know, maybe you're trying to encourage people to kind of like grow their own foods and things like that. And it's like, well, some people who don't have access to their own garden, they don't have access to growing their own food. What's the next stage? Like, what's the next step? What can we do as an alternative? Well, I think I mentioned this in Taurus's reading last year sometime when I used to read for the other signs. And there was this garden, there was this park that I went to in South London, right? And they have like a section in the park where you can just take the fruit. They have like strawberries growing in there. There was a plum bush or tree thing. There was apple trees. So it was just like free fruits and vegetables that people could come in and they just take. And I was saying that I feel like they should do that in every single park, okay? Because there's so much space, there's so much like land that could be used for things like that. So there's not going to be much people that will be hungry and homeless. But that's why they don't do these things, to force us to pay for something that nature gives us for free, you know? But I was like, wow, this is amazing. Like, this is the only park that I've seen that does this. So I was saying to Taurus that they should go and get some seeds and like just go to random parks and just plant these seeds, okay? And over time, you know, these things will grow, okay? So that could be something that you're thinking about doing, like creating some type of center or some type of area for people where they can go freely and like pick, you know, berries and strawberries and different fruits and things like that. And it will be organic, you know, to help with like poverty or hunger, okay? So somebody here could be like a humanitarian, okay? So your reading is quite serious today, Libra. So yeah, so it's kind of like you're just, the envy and the hatred is just not something that you're even focusing on. You've just got too much, you've got too much that you believe in and too much that you're working towards to focus on why people envy you. But I think that's why people envy you, because I feel like you have this power and this strength and this, you know, fighting spirit that people wish that they had. You have, you know, so much talent. You're such an inspiration, Libra. Like, people, they can't compare themselves to you because they're not inspiring. You know what I mean? Because when you kind of rip someone apart and you kind of look what's beneath the surface, this is what it is. Jealousy, spite, and cruelty. Beneath your surface, Libra, we have the pinup girl. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's see where this is going, my beautiful Libras. Yeah, we have the Two of Pentacles here. So again, with that indecision, and then we have the Two of Passion. I think we had that yesterday. So 2 twos could be very significant. So it's kind of like you're indecisive on what you want to, like what direction you want to go in. There's things that you have to make tough decisions about. There's things that you have to let go of because you need to focus on your future forward movement. And also you need to be a leader. So you have to lead the way. You can't keep looking back. Because if you're looking back, then the people that are looking at you, they're going to start looking back. And then everyone is just like, what's going on? We have to keep moving forward. Or you're trying to figure out how you can do 2 things at once. Okay. But like I said, enlightenment will come when it comes to that. Only you guys will know what that is because it's going to be different for different people. Choosing, choices, decision making, okay? So Capricorn energy here. So we have the Ace of Passions. Beautiful energy. It could be something to do about a new project or idea or a new adventure, okay? But again, you have a lot of power, Libra. The Ace of Wands. You have the power to attract towards you what you want. And I think what you want is love and peace. And that's what you're getting. There also could be a fire sign that's very attracted to you, or somebody's very attracted to how talented you are. So I'm getting a new opportunity to express your talents and your creativity. Okay? You're making great choices, Libra. So everything that you have chosen to do up until this point, was a good decision, okay? So I feel like the universe really kind of wants to let you know that, like, you've been making great choices. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wealth. Beautiful energy, Libra. Okay, a legacy is being created here. Okay, pay attention to the trees as well. Like the type of trees that you see. They have spiritual meanings, or you may see like a carving in a tree. It may be shaped a certain type of way, or it may like, you know, like when the wind blows, like you could be thinking something and next thing you know, the tree's like whoosh. That could be confirmation, because your ancestors are trying to talk to you through the trees. That's where they reside. Think about the movie like Avatar. There's a lot of movies where when they're looking for knowledge and guidance, they go to the tree of life. Okay? When we're buried, we're put back into the earth, and our body decays and it goes back into the environment, which fertilizes the earth. So your ancestors are always with you, but you're here to create a legacy and a lot of wealth for yourself. For some of you, you could have Virgo placements. Okay? A lot of abundance and wealth is surrounding you, Libra. Beautiful energy. But I feel like this is something that you've had to kind of cultivate. And you have the power to do so. You have the power to reach this wealth and this abundance. So I'm getting like a windfall, okay? I'm getting a lot of support, financial security. This could be some form of inheritance or compensation as well. But I feel like it's more to do with your talents that you're going to get this wealth. But you have to keep going at it. I'm hearing like you could have been doing something for 10 years, or on the 10th year from when you started something, you're going to look back and be like, wow. Or 10 years from now. And I know, like, when you say stuff like that, you're just like, oh my God, that sounds long. But not really. Things go just like that. Okay? But I'm getting something about the number 10 that's very significant. But I feel like 10 years from now, you're going to be very wealthy. It doesn't mean that you're not wealthy right now, or that you're not accumulating wealth right now. But I'm just getting that 10 years from now, so whatever age you are, 10 years from now, you're going to look back and be like, wow. Look at what I went through, and look where I am now. So some of you may retire in 10 years, depending on how old you are. Okay? I'm getting something about 10 years, or something has taken 10 years. Okay? This could be 10 years worth of wealth, generational wealth, or good luck, or money. This could be something about 10 grand as well. I'm getting something about 10 grand. Okay, you may be receiving. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, yeah, we have the Empress of Wealth, darling. AKA the Queen of Pentacles. So like I said, for some of you, and there's that Capricorn energy. We have Capricorn very strong here. We have the Capricorn full moon. If you've got Capricorn placements especially, and Virgo placements, you're supposed to have a lot of money, and you will have a lot of money, and you will have a lot of stability. And there is nobody on earth that can take that away from you. Okay? Period. So beautiful energy, Libra. Okay, you're nurturing yourself. Again, something about like the planet, or natural materials and resources. You could also be deciding to just be natural as well. Like you don't want to have any like extensions or anything added onto yourself or to your skin. You want to only use natural things, you know, on your body, or you only want to, like, when it comes to your clothing and your material, is it 100% cotton? Like, is it this, is it that? Okay, I'm getting that you're very kind of, you're becoming quite picky when it comes to the things that you use, touch, put on, and inside of your body. Okay? But I'm getting wealth that you have accumulated here. I'm getting security, stability. Okay? Beautiful energy, Libra. So you have been investing in yourself, and you will reap what you sow, Libra. You're going to get a lot of money, honey. Okay? Harvest time is here. You could be someone that sells fruits and vegetables. Maybe you told someone that that's what you want to do. You want to have a stall where you sell fruits and vegetables. They may have laughed at you, but you're making more money than they are. Or there might be something that happens in the future where people might not have access to fruits and vegetables because, you know, this world is going in a different direction. And you're going to be like, well, I'm glad I thought of that. Like, do you know what I mean? It could be anything. But I'm just getting like an organic life or a clean life, Libra. But there's a lot of pentacles here. So, you know, this is looking really, really good. I'm also getting that somebody wants to invest in you or pay you for your skills and your talents. or that's the only, if it's not about money or business, you're just not interested in talking to people. It's like, I'm not trying to make friends with you. I don't know you like that. If you want to talk to me, I don't have to pay for my time. Like, someone emailed me the other day and they asked me if I could give them my, I don't know if I mentioned this already in one of my readings, but they asked me if I can add them on my iMessage so that I could send them links to the Libra readings. And I was thinking, why would I do that when you can just click the notification? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why would I send you the links to the readings? Because if I do that with you, then I would have to do that with everyone. And when you give someone your iMessage, they can get access to your number and they can like try to FaceTime you and shit. So I just thought that was really, I mean, it was a supporter, you know, they're a lovely person. So I'm not bashing you if you're watching right now. But, you know, when I basically told them I can't do that, I haven't heard from them since. You know, it's interesting how people behave when you know, you deny them like personal access to you. But it's kind of just like, you know, why would I do that? Like, I'm your spiritual guide. So it's like, if you want to speak to me outside of this, you know, are you booking a reading? Or, because I used to do that. I used to kind of like make friends with subscribers and things like that, but it doesn't turn out well. And a lot of people are not who they say they are. They're like catfishes, if you will. But not necessarily catfishes, because catfish is like when someone is pretending to be well, kind of, but not really. Like they're pretending to support you, but they're not really. It's like they've been sent for another reason. So I have to be, especially now, I have to be very careful with who I speak to. I just find that dodgy. If anybody like is trying to befriend me, the first thing I think of is, well, why would you do that? Especially if you're like not donating, or, oh, thank you for the people who sent donations to me the other day. I appreciate that. I did see it in my PayPal. So if I haven't shouted you out, I thank you. But like, if you're someone that's like that, or you're actually supporting my channel, then it's like, okay, you know, and you've been on my lives and things like that, you know, I might think, okay, let me try to find a way where I can, you know, I have to build trust, but I can't just send someone my iMessage and you can get my number. I don't know who you are. Like, you know what I mean? I just thought that was strange. So I feel like for some of you, like, if it's not an investment, if it's not coins, if people are not paying for your time and your efforts and your, you know, they're not like showing you that they appreciate you or that they respect you, then be very wary of your energy, Libra, because you know what I mean? You can't just be out here just be making friends to just make friends. When you're in a powerful position, you have to be careful, okay? I'm not saying that you can't speak to, you know, because you could be a reader and you like to talk to your subscribers and you like to make friends, and you can do that. But with Libras, we have to be careful because we rule open enemies. So in most experiences that I've had for myself, admiration turns into envy real quick. A lot of the people that you know I've befriended, they become very envious of the same things that they've admired me for. So I have to be careful with who I talk to. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, okay? So with Libras, like, because you rule open enemies and you have the surrounding energy as jealousy, cruelty, and spite, you have to be careful who you connect with, because people have a tendency to be very jealous of you because you have all of these gifts, all of these talents, you have all of this willpower, you have all of this strength. Okay, or you have a great destiny. Maybe somebody knows your destiny and, you know, they're trying to destroy you so that you don't fulfill your mission. But my thing is, why are people so focused on you, and why don't they just focus on themselves and what they're doing? Like, if you ain't over here watching me and what I'm doing, then you're not going to be affected by it. Like, this doesn't make any sense, Libra. Okay, but yeah, no, I just had to say that. Like, I'm not, when it comes to people wanting, because I'm like, if I'm not attaching anything where you can get access to my number, just period. Okay, I just find that a bit strange. If you're donating or you're supporting or you're supporting my business or something, you know, then we can talk all the time, darling. Know what I mean? Other than that, you know, there's just no reason for me to be talking to anybody outside of my platform. But that's for me personally. For you guys, it could be different, but like I said, I'm reading for the Libras and I'm a Libra, so, you know, I have to tell you guys to protect your energy at all costs, because you do have envy surrounding you. So just saying, darling, okay? But there is one person here, or there is someone that really loves and admires and adores you, Libra. But how will you know if somebody admires you or they adore you? They support what it is that you do, and they invest in what it is that you do. And even then, it can still turn. But do you know what I mean? If anybody is trying to take you away from what you're doing, okay, or they're trying to disrupt it, or they're taking you out of your peace, therefore you can't tap into your creative energy. Okay, so it could be like they're doing it indirectly. Like somebody might not actually say, oh, don't work on your talents today, but they might do something where your energy is gone so that you can't work on your talents. If anyone is doing anything like that, just know that they're not the one, okay? There should be someone that is in awe of your creations, in awe of your passions, and they want to invest. Somebody may actually want to go into business with you also, okay? So yeah, somebody wants to invest. The Six of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords, because you are the truth. Okay, I'm getting something about a contract here. My beautiful Libras. The readings are like really 555. The readings are really long these days, but it is what it is, Libra. The Three of Wands. Yeah, you have a lot to look forward to. There's stuff that you are trying to plan for when it comes to your future, or you have already planned, because that's the Two of Wands. The Three of Wands is when you're waiting for your shipments to come in. Okay, so once you make a decision, Libra, about something with the indecisive energy, and once you become enlightened, the thing that you're waiting for is coming. And in this card, I see 3 ships there. So you've got, I'm getting something about different packages coming in. For some of you, you could be thinking about traveling as well. Okay, so make sure you do that. We have the Page of Swords here. So there is somebody still watching you. Somebody's trying to watch what your next move is, where you're going, what you want to do. But, you know, let somebody watch you. You have the freedom. You can leave the country and go here, there, and everywhere. Somebody else can't do that, okay? So, yeah. So, because that could be where the envy is coming from, okay? And also make sure that you're watching your back as well, okay? Being very vigilant. What is the Ace of Passion, please? We have the 8 of Pentacles. And he's got like a drum here that he's, you know, where the pentacle is on. The pentacle's on top of the drum. So it's almost like he's creating money from his beats, from his music, okay? So I'm getting something about going to the rhythm of your own drum, okay? Going at your own pace, Libra. But with the 8 of Pentacles and the Ace of Passion, there's something about your work. So keep putting the work into what it is that you're doing. And again, more Virgo energy. This is on top of the hair clash. So I feel like somebody really loves how you, I want to say how you perform. Because there's ones here. So some of you can be like performing arts. This could be music or something. Okay, it could be anything. But somebody thinks that you're very skilled at what it is that you do. And they think that you're very creative. So I'm getting that somebody really does want to pay you for your craft here. You know, somebody wants to commission you, or, you know, so this is really beautiful. And through this process, you may fall in love with someone, or they may fall in love with you. You know what I mean? It's like when somebody, like, they want you to do something, and then after that, it kind of turns romantic. Okay? I was going to say be careful with that, but I'm not seeing any negativity here. But just be careful. Make sure that business is taken care of first, okay? Just saying. But yeah, but you're very skilled here, Libra. So we have double Virgo energy here. We have like double Aries as well. But yeah, inner peace comes from your work and from your talents. And I'm getting you've got new creative ideas, and you just have to keep, you know, maybe there's something that you've had on the back burner for months. Okay, could have been 8 months since you decide, like you could have had a fresh idea 8 months ago. Continue it. Okay, or you're going to be working on something for the next 8 months, I'm hearing, or 8 years. Okay, yeah, and then we have the 7 of Pentacles, the 7 to the 8. Reaping what you sow. Investments. Please clarify the 10 of Wealth. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, there's that offer coming in. Okay, beautiful energy. So yeah, I do feel like there's an element of love here. I'm just getting people love what you do, or they're offering you a lot, or with wealth comes love and generosity. Okay, somebody here is on this elephant. And elephants are huge, so I'm getting like a huge offer coming in from somebody. Okay, beautiful energy, Libra. or you have, this could be you offering your gifts and your talents to people. But I'm just getting like people being of service to you. So that's gorgeous. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful energy, Libra. So some of you could have fortune in Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. Yeah, or Scorpio, sorry. Okay. Also, it's a Saturn ruled card. So, you know, we're in the energy of Capricorn right now. Well, it was the Capricorn full moon energy, but the full moon is still, the energy is still quite potent. And, you know, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So I feel like you're getting some type of reward, or the wheel is shifting and something is going in your favor. But I feel like what it is money, security, and stability, Libra. Okay? You're destined to be very wealthy or to be very abundant. And this is all to do with choices that you're making for yourself. You're choosing to look forward to the future and to leave whatever strife, competition, argument, pettiness behind. Like you have your back towards it. Okay? Because judgment will be called. Okay? So beautiful energy. Beautiful energy, Libra. All right, so let's just get some additional information and or advice for my beautiful Libras. I'm also getting as well with the Knight of Cups, there could be somebody that wants to apologize to you or make amends with you, okay? But I'm just seeing, now I can see why this envy is here, because someone's going to see you growing, Libra. Very, very fortunate. You're about to receive a lot of blessings. And I feel like the envy is coming from the fact that like someone cannot gain access to what is meant for you, especially if you have earth placements. If you have earth placements, this reading is definitely for you, or this could be coming from an earth sign, or you could be currently in one of your houses that are ruled by Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, okay? But yeah, especially if you've got Virgo and, well, any earth, you could be a Taurus also, but Capricorn and Virgo is here heavy, okay? Or Aries, okay? Or Pisces energy, I can see. Or any of the fixed signs that I mentioned. So you're going for a rebirth and a transformation. I'm just getting like you're being rewarded, but continue to put the work into something, Libra, okay? And also put your pain into your passion. And then we have quirky. It says normal is boring. Why be a horse when you can be a unicorn? You're different. You're quirky, Libra. You were supposed to be. Let people talk, Libra. You're very unique. And then we have fantasy. Let your imagination run wild. So your dreams will come true. We have happiness underneath that. There are so many reasons to smile. Okay, and then we have bestie. One person has your back when everyone else stabbed you in it. True friendship. So yeah, I feel like for some of you, you kind of just want a true friend. Someone that you could really trust. Because everybody else has not been there for you. You can't trust anybody. That will come. And then we have rebel, Libra. It says rules. What rules? Do whatever the fuck you want. So do things your own way, because you are a leader. Okay? So you have to be the innovator. You have to come up with new ideas. You are the trendsetter. You are the trailblazer, Libra. And then we have creative. Exactly. It says don't let your talents go to waste. So you're talented. And then we have power, which says show them who's boss. Remain in your power, Libra. Make sure that you're, you know, doing the right things, okay? And everything will work out for you. Okay, my beautiful Libras? And what do you need to know? It's time to treat yourself. Yeah, treat yourself, Libra. You've gone through a lot. And again, I feel like you're getting some type of rewards or something, or your finances are looking amazing, so you can treat yourself, or there's going to be a lot of people treating you, Libra, and focus on the positive. Exactly. So you have to just have a positive outlook on things. Look at something from a positive perspective. Try to see the positivity in every situation, okay? Because positivity is coming towards you, okay? And, you know, even if people are around you and they're hating and they're envious, that's all they can do is hate and be jealous. It is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah, I think I said that in your reading yesterday. Everything happens for a reason, okay? And there is a lot of yellow in your reading, which lets me know that there is a lot of happiness that is surrounding you, or that you could currently be, you know, in right now, you could be feeling very happy. This could just be your confirmation. And you need to take your power back. Yeah, I feel like you have taken your power back in the situation. Like I said, there's a lot of people that has been trying to suppress your gifts, suppress your talent, suppress your power. Okay, you need to take it back, Libra, and then decide what you want and stick to it. Yeah. So like I said, there's something about a decision or a choice here that you have to make. 1313 as I looked up on the clock, Libra. So when we first started this reading, it was 12:12, I think. Now it's 13:13. So it's been an hour, but you need to decide, make a decision, stick to it, Libra, and you need to mind your business is at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, so mind your business. And like I said, the people who are watching and who are envious towards you, they need to mind their business and stop focusing on what the fuck you're doing and what you've got going on, Libra. Okay? But they will see you wealthy, riding and driving around, flying around. I'm getting like rich auntie vibes. Whether you're a guy or a girl watching this. I'm getting somebody here is unencumbered and they can go around freely and do what they want, where they want. You know, they're not tied down. They don't have many responsibilities, or this will be your future, okay? So beautiful energy. Let's just get an additional message and then we will leave it at that, my beautiful Libras. Beautiful. It says, the joy of life is seen through the eyes of the innocents. Exactly. And remember, we kept on getting that card that says innocence. So you can focus on the positive because you're an innocent person. You're tapped into your inner child. So you can always see the sunny and the bright side of situations. And you will be surrounded by a lot of joy and happiness because you have a pure spirit and you have good intentions, Libra. And then we have new moon. It says, looking within can reveal the mysteries of the universe. So yeah, there's something that you need to go, you have to go inside, Libra. Maybe, like I said, there's something about yourself that you have to kind of realize or whatnot, or something about you needs to change. And then we have happiness is the greatest wealth that the gods can give us. Exactly. Beautiful. So we keep seeing the happiness. We also can see 3 and 11. So 3s and 1s is very significant. But that's the greatest thing that the gods can give us is happiness and inner peace, peace of mind. And that's what I'm seeing for you. And I feel like somebody else here is very envious and jealous on the outskirts. It's eating them alive to see that you're happy, that you're a leader, that you're getting your desires and your wishes. And it will come when it's supposed to come, Libra. But things will turn in your favor. Okay, there is no rest for the wicked. So as long as you haven't been wicked, you can rest and enjoy yourself, Libra. And then we have so afraid of what the future may be, you didn't act. Yeah, so it's saying don't procrastinate. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Continue to take action. Okay? Don't fear anything and don't fear anybody. Okay? There's nothing to fear but the divine itself. And then beautiful energy, Libra. Oshun wanted to come out on Venus Day. It says brightness and glories to those who deserve them. I feel like the universe is really trying to let you know you really deserve something, Libra, and you're going to get it. And all of this energy that you've gone through, all of this cruelty would have been worth it, okay? And then if you insist on your prize, people will forget your value. So you don't have to prove anything to anybody. The fact that we have the 8 and the 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles lets me know that you are very valuable, okay? Your gifts are very valuable, okay? Walking around like a bag of money, Libra. This, you are of value. You're so valuable, we can't even put a price on you. Okay? You're a rarity. Okay? You're a unique piece, Libra. Therefore, you cannot be replicated. There's not anybody like you. There's not anybody that can do what you do. There's nobody that has the creative ideas that you have. So it doesn't matter how anybody's making you feel. Recognize the value within yourself and how valuable the universe is telling you that you are. Okay? And the fact that we have the 10 of Pentacles here and it says, the real wealth is happiness. This lets me know that you're going to have a wealth of happiness. And however you accumulate that is however you accumulate that. Whatever happiness is to you, because happiness means different things to different people. But you don't have to prove your price to anybody, okay? Just say this to yourself, I am a luxury that few can afford, okay? If people don't want to pay your price, they ain't your people. Know what I mean? Right, beautiful Libras, thank you so much. I hope the reading did resonate for you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.